We are living in a very special time. We are given the luxury of experiencing and witnessing the greatest historian events of all time, and probably will ever be the greatest historian events. For example, people in the future will look back at the night sky and see nothing. They will not be able to see stars, they will not be able to see light. They will literally see just darkness, just nothingness, just black sky, because the stars will be so far away from us that their light will never reach us. They will not be able to see stars with their naked eyes. Stars will be theoretical to them, and they will wish that they could be with us at this time to look up at the night sky every single day and wonder about all those stars that they can see. And also, one more thing, we are witnessing the birth of humanity's greatest invention ever created. I'm talking about the internet. The internet was created a mere 50 years ago, just 50 years ago. And that is nothing. That is like now. It's not the past. It's not history. It is present. It is like yesterday. And the internet connected humanity the way it has never been connected before, ever. This recent period is the first time in human history that humans were able to be in constant contact all the time from all over the world. This was never possible before. This is the first time this has ever happened, and we are alive to witness it, to live through it, to live in this event. This is the birth and the development of the early internet years, and the internet will never die out, ever. It may change its shape, but it will still be there as it is today. And people in the future, just 100 years from now, will study our time in their history classes. And they will be fascinated and wonder what it would be like to live in this time, to watch and witness as the internet is being developed, and they will wish that they can be here to experience this event, to experience this amazing thing, and just embrace it. And they will always look back to, let's say, for example, the iPhone, because just a couple of years ago, just like 5 years ago, smartphones were barely there. Having a phone meant to call and text someone by spending money on every text and every phone call. The world of nanotechnology is constantly being developed, and very soon we will be able to implement tiny technologically advanced machines into our nervous systems, and we can use them by a thought of our minds to be able to use and control computers and other devices by a simple thought of the mind. And I am sure that because of this, hardware input like the keyboard, the mouse, they will vanish. They will be history. They will never be used again. And so people in the very near future, let's say 100 years from now, will look back at the keyboard, will look back at the mouse, and be fascinated by what it's like to use it, by what it's like to feel a keyboard, to hold a mouse, what it's like to play video games using these input devices and not with your own mind. Now, I understand that almost all of us will want to know what it's like to play video games with nanotechnology implemented in your nervous system to control your character, for example. But they will not. They will be wondering about the things that we use currently at this point. They will look at televisions, they will look at the hardware of the monitor for any computer and will be fascinated by it because it's their history. So appreciate your time. Be grateful for the time that you're currently living in, because you're living in probably the most special time there will ever be in the human timeline. Because let's face it, I mean, before the 19th century, there was nothing interesting going on in life. The most interesting things were usually scientific advancements, maybe chemistry, some physics, maybe a bit of mathematics, but that's it. I mean, nothing that would interest the civilian, nothing that would interest the average human. But right now, the technology advancement and the internet is touching the lives of every human being that has access to them. And that is, by all means, the average person. So this is the first time that something has touched the lives of every person that has access to it. And that is more than ever before. And people in the future will also wonder back to our time and wonder what it feels like to be not so overpopulated on Earth. Because in the future, overpopulation will definitely be a big issue. But right now, it is not. We all still have a lot of space for ourselves. In the future, they will probably not. So appreciate what you have. Don't complain too much. Don't complain all the time. We all have issues, but we still live in a very special time that every other human will wish that they can be here at this time and not in their luxurious time. Thanks for watching.